Hello and welcome. My name is John Strand, and in this three things, we're going to be talking about what exactly is an event. Well, whenever you're looking at an event is a very, very different thing than an actual incident. Whenever you're looking at an incident is somebody attacking your organization and trying to break in. The actual attack and then the things preceding that attack and also what's coming after the attack. An event is a very different creature. So whenever we're looking at trying to define an event as an individual thing, the first thing that we need to keep in mind with an event is an event logs? I mean, this gets into one of the unfortunate things that comes with Microsoft naming, well, anything, is because they tend to mess things up. Event logs are individual logs in Windows land, right? They're an event log, like you have an event ID for somebody trying to log in or somebody trying to start a process, or sysmount event ID 1 and 3 and things like that. But they refer to very specific discrete events on a Windows computer system. This is actually very, very different than we're looking at it from an IR context of what is an event. Whereas in the Windows world, they call them event logs. But in the real world, whenever we discuss an event, we're talking about an occurrence. And this distinction is important because if we look at this occurrence of somebody logging into their computer system, you're going to quickly identify that there's a lot of things that can go along with that particular occurrence, which brings us to our second point, a thought exercise. Whenever you sit down at your computer system, what are all of the different logging facilities that explain that occurrence, that event of somebody logging in? You would have the event logs on the local system if it's a Windows computer system. You would have DHCP logs on the DHCP server. You would have content addressable memory table logs on a switch. You would have possibly, Outlook logs that they're accessing Outlook, or you would have the reverse web proxy logs that they're actually accessing the internet. All of these things would describe the event of somebody sitting down and turning on their computer system and logging in. And there can be multiple event logs from multiple different places that explain that event. So we need to start breaking out event logs, individual logs that can be generated by a variety of different services from an event as an occurrence. Somebody trying to hack into a website, there will be multiple logs that describe that event. And further, there'll be multiple logs in multiple different systems describing that occurrence as well, which brings us to our third point when we're looking at the definition of an event. Test absolutely everything. And what I mean by that is if you have a web server, run a web scanner like Z-Attack-Proxy against that web server and see all of the places where those event logs occur. Is it going to be on your firewall? Is it going to be on the web server itself? Is it going to show up on your load balancer? Look at all of these different places and track the kind of overall narrative of the attack through multiple different logging facilities. And you'll also get a better idea as far as which specific event logs help you describe that actual attack. That goes for password spraying, that goes for web servers, that goes for firewalls, that goes for Active Directory. It literally goes for absolutely everything. So if you're trying to identify where you should be logging, you should be looking at what types of events you want to capture, run attack simulation against those various services to be able to adequately identify whether or not your event logging is appropriate. And that is your three things, brought to you by Anti-Siphon Security Training and Black Hills Information Security. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.